What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here, helping you take your game to the next level. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you one of the toughest passing plays in Madden 18. Now, if this is your first time checking out one of my videos and you want to improve your Madden game, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. Make sure to hit the bell icon so that you join the notification squad and never miss an upload. So what's up, guys? Like I said, I'm going to be showing you a really tough passing play today. I've been getting tons of requests to do stuff out of the Saints playbook lately, so that's what I'm going to do today. And one of the better formations in the Saints playbook that isn't in a lot of playbooks is the tight offset tight end formation. Now, for this particular play, I'm going to want to put a bad route runner here on the right outside where Mark Ingram is. So typically most running backs are, a tight end maybe. Anybody that's under like 75 route running, because if you know, I broke down that tip a while back that bad route running helps certain routes get open better. And this is going to be one of those examples. So the play we're going to look at today is the, where is it at? The Saints in. So it's a very basic way I want to run this play. What I'm going to do is block the running back. I like the running back's route, but he gets caught up in the line a lot this year, and it winds up not being effective because of that. So we're going to just put him to block to buy some extra time. Then we are going to re-drag the X receiver, because the drag that he's on, sometimes it stops short, and we don't want that. We want him crossing all the way over, so we're going to make sure to re-drag him. And then Fleener, the A tight end, we're going to put him on an in route. So what you have here, obviously, you have that post where Mark Ingram is. That's one of the better post routes in the game. And then where Mike Thomas is, the Y wide receiver, he's on one of those deep slot out routes, which almost kind of acts like a corner route in a sense, but better because it gets underneath those deep blue zones. Even if they have 91 zone coverage, it's going to get underneath those zones very well. So the basic idea of this play is, with most plays that I break down, if they play high, you're going to go low, either hit the drag or the in route. If they're playing underneath coverage, you're going to hit the post or the deep out route. So first off, we're going to go against the cover 4 underneath coverage. And just in case people don't know, the Chargers are kind of a decent defense to practice against now, because Casey Hayward over here, with the most recent update, he is a 91 zone corner now, so he's a good corner to test plays out on now. So here you're going to see underneath coverage, and because of Mark Ingram being on this post, he dropped the ball, but people don't react as quickly to him because he gets into his break a lot later because his route running is so bad. Let me reset the play here. So that's a benefit we're gonna take with this play, take advantage of. Right when he cuts over the middle, you just want to make sure you hold possession, catch, and get down. More times than not, he'll catch the ball. The play before, he dropped it, but as long as you hold possession, catch, usually you should be good money on that. Now, something else I kind of like to do with this play is I like to motion snap this drag a little bit, because I find that it delays him getting to the other side of the field a little bit better, and that's kind of what we want. So that if you have a cloud flat 91 zone over there, it takes him just a little bit longer to cross over, which is going to open up more of the field for him. So you saw in that last example, I'll show again here, we're taking advantage of the out route to Michael Thomas. You just want to make sure to possession catch that as well, and that's going to be something you can take advantage of against cover 3s and cover 4s with underneath coverage. That was cover 4 we ran it on. Now I'm going to show it against cover 3. It's going to just get open against any of those deep zones. It's going to be a very reliable route. Just right when he cuts, you want to bullet pass it and you want to hold possession catch. You'll get a first down every time when they're playing you like that. So here we'll go cover 4, and we'll look at the cloud flat coverage. So you're gonna notice we have both of these routes crossing. We can just kind of pick which one we want. The drag's typically gonna be the more open route of the two, but if they're clamping down on that and using it, then you're gonna want to definitely take advantage of the in route. So let's show the in route now on the other side of the field. So it's just a very basic, simple play. It's similar to a lot of plays I break down. You want those underneath mesh routes, and you want the deep routes going over top. So you're forcing them to pick their poison of how they want to play you. So now let's look at cover 2, because that's something a lot of people are having trouble beating this year, of course, with the 91 zone guys. So this is going to be a decent play to do that with. You're going to see, again, watch, because we motion that drag, Casey Hayward drops extremely far back, and we're able to pick up a first down with the drag route, because we're like I broke down in another tip recently, we're delaying our flat route. Basically, we're sending a route into the flats over there, but we're not sending him immediately. We're having him, with the delay of motion over here. By the time he gets over here, Casey Hayward has no choice but to drop really far back, and that was a bad animation, but we still got 7 yards. So we're good with that every time. And of course, on the other side of the field, you can hit the in route. So The only other thing with cover 2 here is if they don't drop this guy back into a deep blue, if they play a standard cover 2, you'll be able to take advantage of the post route. If they drop that guy over the deep middle, he will guard the post, but then again, you just pick your poison with the drag or the in route. But a lot of people you play online, it kind of depends on who you go against. If they're more experienced, they're going to drop that middle linebacker back in a deep blue like this here. And when they do that, you just have to read the defense. If they do that, then you just want to take your underneath routes. If they don't do that, though, then you potentially can hit a touchdown from 30 or 40 yards out with the post. And then last but not least, obviously, man defense. With our crossing routes, that's going to help us. And then also the deep out route to Michael Thomas is going to be a very good man beater, especially if you have good route running. He's going to create separation, and then you have an opportunity to rat catch that and go up the field. So, not that you're probably going to run into too much man defense online, because most people pretty much just stay in zone, but you do have some decent routes here that can beat man, of course. You see here we take the in route, and normally the drag will be open too, especially if you got a guy like Ted Ginn there. The DB did play it well. Let's try it one more time. But you're gonna always have something against man. You're gonna always, the out route's gonna always be an option. The in route, if you have a decent route running tight end, should be good. And if you have speed on this drag here, usually you can hit Ted Ginn, and we just got immediately block shedded. But you saw Ted Ginn had a bit of a step on him. But it just depends. The faster the guy, the better the route runner, the more success you'll have on that drag against man. So just a simple play, but very effective, very tough to defend, especially for how people are playing defense this year. It's in the Saints playbook. I'm not sure if it's in any other playbooks, but like I said, I've gotten a lot of requests to do Saints playbook stuff, so I wanted to make sure to get that out for those guys today. So if you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful, just drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.